the person I am these days, I like to think about cause and effect. And I'm always thinking, what do we think it was that caused me to feel quite so anxious then later on in my upbringing? And I guess I've got nothing really to pin it on categorically.
Well, there was the Mirror Maze incident.
Oh, the Mirror Maze incident. Oh, thanks for re-traumatising me with that, Britt. Appreciate that. Well, I'm going to have to explain it now, aren't I?
Yeah, you are. Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm going to send this bit to Mandy. So.
Amazing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, a great memory for Mandy. She loves it. So when we were younger, we used to go to Dymchurch, which is on the coast of the south of England. And there's a little place called St Mary's Bay, which even after the Mirror Maze incident, I still regard as one of my happy places in life.
We go there regularly. Yeah,
it's lovely. It's just the beach, and and there's a little fairground there. And at some point when I was younger, I mean, I think I was about, I don't know, 5 or 6, but I may well have been in my teens for all I know.
You were actually 27.
We went in this the Mirror Maze, but it's just a load of glass panels.
There's no actual mirrors in the Mirror
Maze. No, there isn't. There is. I think there might be the odd one, but
right.
Mostly you're not bumping into mirrors, are you?
No,
you can see yourself.
It's like a confused conservatory.
It really is. Confused Conservatory, band name there.
There you go.
Anyway, but so yeah, and we were in there, and I just had a bad time in the Mirror Maze.
Were you like a parrot, just pecking at your own reflection?
No, it wasn't quite that bad.
Isn't it?
It wasn't that bad. I mean, I recognised that my reflection wasn't another person trying to hurt me, but I just kept bouncing off the glass. That's all I can. I just remember trying to walk through it, and at some point deciding, no, I've had enough, and just stopping there and crying.
Oh, babe!
And then because you can see, the thing about a Mirror Maze, where it's just glass, you can see everyone outside watching you in the maze, and they were finding it quite amusing. This little boy bouncing off the windows, and I don't know. I don't remember them looking.
And your sister left you there, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, she buggered off.
She
was
left
gone.
you.
She was gone. She did come back for me though, but I think it was only because Mum and Dad said, "Oh, go and get your brother. He'll never get out of there on his own." And
then we did a Mirror Maze, and I left you in there.
Yeah, just to. I mean. I don't know. I don't know whether this is something you want our listeners to hear, because it makes you sound quite callous.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
But anyway, yeah. So anyway, I burst. I cried. It traumatised me. I say it traumatised me. I mean, it was. It took me a while to pluck up the courage to go back in, but I was. It was. You know why? What gave me the courage to go back in all those years later was because I had you by my side, and I knew you wouldn't just run off. Oh no! Wait a minute. There you did. Run off and left me.
Anyway,
is this actually where we're starting with my anxiety story?
Yes.
Is the Mirror Maze?
The Mirror Maze
at St Mary's Bay in Dymchurch.
Absolutely.
Okay, well I feel I've shared something there, and I feel like
thanks
I've got
for listening,
through.
everyone. That's the end.
Anyway, right. So the summary of that sequence of the podcast is nervous Tim when he was younger, but I wouldn't put any real cause and effect on things. I just was a nervous kid, I suppose. It wasn't really until I got to secondary school. I remember I found secondary school difficult compared to my primary school. I think it might have been because I went to a grammar school. So whereas in my primary school, I was like near the top of the class in terms of my academically, But when I got to grammar school, I wasn't anything special because it was all of the top kids in the region. And I was fairly average and not so good in other areas. And I don't know, I remember struggling, and it wasn't really until about the fifth form, or what we then, I say fifth form, I'm using old money here, aren't I? I don't know what year that is in your terms.
When I was there, so the year before sixth form.
Yes, that's right.
So that was year 10, year 11 for me, I think. Yes, it was year 11, but I think it even has a different name now.
Oh God!
I think year 11 is obsolete. So anyway,
I feel so old.
Me too. It's all right. So before you were allowed to wear your own clothes.
Yeah, pretty much.
A year before you were allowed to wear your own clothes.
Before we got a different. No, at my school you weren't allowed to wear your own clothes.
Oh.
You just got a different tie.
Oh, okay. Well, the year before your different tie.
Yeah, the year before my different tie. That was when it kind of started, and in the sixth form there, it was basically that time when you go from being a teenager to being an adult, I suppose. That sort of time. Yeah. And this all continued. The high levels of anxiety I felt. I had massive social anxiety, and I just felt like I didn't fit in at all. And I don't know, around that time, you have your social circle, your friends, your people that you hang out with.
Yeah.
And I was doing, I seemingly kept transitioning between social circles. Like, I couldn't quite find the place I wanted to be. I think I really wanted to be like one of the cool alternative kids, but never really graduated beyond the lot that played Dungeons and Dragons, if you know what I mean.
Hey, they're the cool kids in my opinion.
Well, I think retrospectively, thanks to Stranger Things, we were but we didn't know that then, that we were the cool kids. No. But so there was just a lot of anxiety about going into social situations, going into a room of people.